Imagine a girl so bright and alive. From the moment of birth, she had curious eyes filled with laughter so precious and beauty so wise. Before hearts became heavy and while life was her prize, she was 9. When her panic attacks and tear-soaked eyes were ignored because all girls cry and the hate that was scrawled on the faces of homework in old notebook pages in poison red ink, tucked like a prayer in pockets of binders they silently stare. She would sit in libraries because books helped her forget, and their words were the way that she could ease her pain because lunchrooms and recess played dangerous games. She was 10. When the doctors said nothing but come back on Monday because Dad's meds would never help treat his disease, she would sing to the birds and the bees to lend her their wings so she could be free of the things that she knew. She was 12. When her teachers had said that although she was bright, she would never make friends, social cues would be something she'd lack till the end, so she wrote, till her hands would be numb and the notebooks were full of the lands in her head because anywhere else would be better than this at 14. She knew antidepressants by their shape and their names, instead tried to OD. He was never the same, and although she already felt so much pain, she promised to never accept her life in a grave, even though it may be that her life ends in vain. She was changed. Already the difference between her and her friends was quickly becoming a hurt that won't mend. At 15, she pulled her best friend from the path of a car the first time she saw that depression left visible scars, evidence that was left on that same best friend's arm. So after that day she swore she would do no harm because words, with their evil glint, was the knife that was held to that best friend's wrists. And there's gotta be something that's better than this. And while pills and the blades keep the world in the now, scars can reopen and organs give out, and yet bodies can only do what they know how, and that's live. And when you're alive, you have so much to give. At 16, she stayed up too late with a friend that she knew, and it wasn't a date, yet his hands were so hungry, so eager with hate, she couldn't say no. While under his weight, they say 1 in 4 girls have it happen this way. And that girl didn't know if she'd be okay, and for months, that boy's scent just would not wash away. 17, and her medications were leading to side effects that kept her from eating. The pounds had come off just like friends. They were fleeing because who would hold on to a bomb? Who could, really? Her hips were the blades that cut at her wrists, her ribs so exposed. She thin as a wisp, she got smaller and smaller till she didn't exist. Wasn't her life supposed to be better than this? Then a kiss from a girl that had brought back the pink to her lips. How'd she miss this whole part of herself, this center, this bliss, when her mind was a blank and she had God to thank because something at last could finally make sense. Her world underfoot her was already reeling like an old broken record. Her brain kept repeating this wonderful moment, this rhythm, this feeling, then a kiss. Then a kiss, then a kiss, then a kiss, then a kiss, then a kiss. This was it. Pause. Then rewind. All the times she was wronged, all the times that she cried, all the times that she thought that she really would die, all the times when her corpse looked her straight in the eye. If she really had ended it all before now, she couldn't do this. She'd never know how the lips of a girl that she loved truly feel in this moment, right here and right now. This is real. She's 19, and her body no longer its skeletal form. Her curious eyes are as bright as before. How alive is the once broken girl who thought out her demise. She now blesses the air that she breathes because life is a treasure too precious with a limited time, so she dances to rhythms no one else can find. She reads books and she writes. She sings songs and adores how the birds and the bees speak of love. And what's more, her life doesn't feel broken, no, not anymore.